Hello students, welcome to Suraj School Bhiwadi. Today I Taruna Seni is going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 14, that is statistics. In our video we will learn about the introduction, collection of data, presentation of data, graphical representation of data, measures of central tendency and the summary. So let us start. Chapter number 14, statistics. So firstly let us learn about the meaning of statistics. So before statistics we have to understand the meaning of a word, that is data. So before understanding the word data, we will understand that every day you see many digits or many information in newspapers, in television, in magazines. So suppose we talk about TV, we talk about newspaper, every day we hear the news of corona virus, that there are so many deaths and the persons recovered from the corona disease in America, in China, in India, in Pakistan. So the information you get from TV, from newspapers, from magazines or any other means of communications like internet. So all these informations are in the form of facts. They all are in the form of facts, or they all are in the form of numbers, or you can say numerical figures, or you can say these are in the form of tables. For example, you can see in your Arogya Setu app, in the table form, in the graph form, they are showing the corona disease. Means you are given the data. So the facts or the figures which are numerical or otherwise collected for a definite purpose is called data. So we are talking firstly about data. We are firstly talking about data. So what is data, beta? These are the facts or figures which are mainly numerical or maybe verbal or any other, collected for a definite purpose, collected with a definite purpose. So for a definite purpose, whenever we collect something is called data. So this word is very important, that for a purpose we are calculating, we are getting the figures, and those figures collected for a particular purpose called as data. Beta, data, the word data has been derived from a Latin word datum. The word data has been derived from a Latin word datum. Okay, datum. So the word data is not a new for you. You have understand in your earlier classes too. So after understanding about data, data means what we have studied about the data. Data are the numerical figures which are collected for a particular purpose. Now we will understand about the word statistics. So statistics, how the statistics word derived? Statistics word is derived from a Latin word status. Latin word status, which means political state. Which means political state, or you can simply say that it is a collection of data for different aspects on the life of people which are useful to the state, political state. For example, the corona updates are very useful for the government. The 10th and 12th class results are important for the state. So these are the data. So statistics is derived from a Latin word status. The word status means the political state, or you can simply say that statistics means the data on different people, on the life of the people, and that is useful to the state. For example, number of males, number of females, number of children, number of old age persons, all these are data. Okay, now let us understand statistics in two sense. We study statistics in two sense. The first sense is the plural sense, okay, and in the second case you will study in the singular sense. So in plural sense, statistics means numerical data. In plural sense, statistics means numerical data, and in singular sense, it is a science of collection. It is a science of collection, presentation and analysis. In singular sense, it is a science of collecting, presenting, organizing and analyzing of the data so that we can conclude the meaningful conclusion. So we study statistics in two senses, okay, in the singular sense and in the plural sense. So in the singular sense, statistics means the numerical data, and in the plural sense, statistics deals with the collection, organization, analysis and interpretation of the data. So this was your introduction part beta. We have understand the word data, that is derived from a Latin word datum. Datum means the numerical facts which are collected for a particular purpose. Numerical facts collected for a purpose. Okay. Then we studied about statistics. Statistics is a science. It is a branch of mathematics which deals with the collection, presentation, analysis of the numerical data in singular sense, and in the plural sense it means the numerical data. Now we will understand about the collection of data. So you can take some examples. For example, height of 20 students in our class. So if I want data on height of students in 9th class, so how I will do this? One by one we will measure the height of the students. So I am collecting the data. Suppose if any other is asking me for this data, this is another source of collecting data. So data can be collected in the two ways. Are we collecting the data personally? क्या हम खुद जाकर data collect कर रहे हैं? Are we collecting the data personally? Or we are obtaining from someone? Or we are obtaining it from someone? So if we are collecting data personally, it is known as personal primary data. It is known as primary data. And if we are taking from someone, it is called secondary data. So primary data means it is a data which is collected by the investigator for a definite purpose, himself or herself. But if we talk about the secondary data, then the information is gathered from a source which already had the information stored. Means in the primary data, information we are collected by ourselves. For example, if you are doing the sum by yourself, means primarily you are doing it, you are doing by yourself. But if you are copying down the questions from the PDF file or from the notebook of another child, it can be the secondary source because you are not doing the work originally. So data can be collected by the two ways, primary data and the secondary data. Primary data, when the data is collected by own, and when the data is gathered from someone, it is called second data. If I myself is measuring the height of the students of class 9, then it is called primary data. But suppose if your class teacher is asking me the data that ma'am you have taken the measurement of the heights of my class, then give me, then it is a form of secondary data. Now let us do the exercise 14.1. So question number 1, give 5 examples of data that you can collect from day to day life. So the answer 1 is, in our day to day life we can collect the following data: number of females per 1000 males in various states of our country, weight of students of our class, height of students of our class, number of absentees in each day in our class of a month, number of members in the families, production of wheat in the last 10 years, number of plants in our locality, rainfall in our city in the last 10 years, height of plants, height of students, and many more. Means any 5 you can write from your day to day life. Now question number 2, classify the data in the question 1 as primary or the secondary data. So the answer is, the information which is collected by the investigator himself with a definite purpose or objective in his mind is called primary data, whereas when the information is gathered from a source which already had the information stored, it is called as secondary data. So it can be observed that data first 3 and 5 is secondary data. Number of female per 1000, production of wheat in the last 10 years, and the rainfall in our city in the last 10 years will be collected from the government records, and weight of students and the number of plants in our locality we can do by ourselves. So these are the examples of the primary data. If we are collecting by ourselves, it is called primary data. If someone else is collecting for us, it is called as secondary data. So I hope that you got the meaning of data, datum, statistics in singular sense, statistics in plural sense, then collection of data through primary and the secondary mode. Thank you so much, beta. God bless you.